this year, I bought so many collections. I made lots of profit and I made some losses as well. In today's video, if you are side hustling TCG and you need to feed your inventory, I'm going to give you guys best practices when buying collections. So let's get on to the video. What is going on, guys? It's a Jam BA and welcome back for another video. All right, before we start the video, I want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. All right, so let's cut to the chase. Best practice on buying collections. Let's start with the easy stuff. All right, so meeting up with the seller. Do not meet the seller in like a gas station or like a random parking lot like Target, Walmart. My best advice would be meeting them up in like an LGS store because there's like people there. They can even help you look at the collection. So that's no to the gas stations, no to the back room, back lot, So LGS, that's it. And then second would be authenticity. So for me, I use Jeweler's Loop to check the back of the card, and then the front of the card as well. You can also use your cell phone, use the light, the flashlight of your phone to check the lighting. But what you can do also is use your own cards as far as like when you're looking at the let's say an old card, right? You want to compare some of those cards you have because some of the printings they're like different from others, so you can compare both cards. So authenticity, definitely that. And now for the meat of this video, which is pricing. The standard pricing when buying collections is you go to TCG low, you set it to TCG low, and then minus 35 to 40%. Why is it 35 to 40%? Because if I were to sell that right now, your card, if I were to sell that at TCG low, I'm gonna get hit with fees, and not only that, I'm gonna have to like ship that card. So that's why the standard is like set it to TCG low and then minus 35 to 40%. I hope you guys understand why is it like that. Obviously we want to make profit as well. But beyond that, it still depends, depending on a lot of reasons. And we'll get to those reasons right now. Number one reason, condition. So we have the standard 35% to 40%. It's gonna go even further lower if the condition is not near mint. So if it's like LP or moderate play, damage, HP, so the price will go down even further if the collection is not in its current condition, and you have to inspect every card, specifically the expensive cards, because obviously you don't want to lose a lot of money when buying that collection on those expensive cards, because for the most part that's where you'll get your profits. And then the next reason would be the current value of the card. So when you're buying a collection and you have a list and then you see the value is like a lot of like 20 copies of like $4 cards, $3 cards, things like that, they will sell, but they will sit in your inventory like longer. So the percent would go lower depending on how many quantities are those like below $5 cards. So So that's mainly the reason why you don't want to, like, I think set it to where like $5 and up, and then beyond that buy the other lower end cards at a different percent. So current value. And then the next thing would be the quantity. The quantity meaning, like, let's say in my store I have, I don't know, 4-5 copies of that card already, and then the seller is selling me another 4, 5, 10 copies of the card, well, that's gonna go even lower. That's one reason the percent will go even lower, because I don't really need to buy that card. There's probably a reason why I still have 4 copies of that card, because it's not selling. So watch for those. Make sure you know your inventory, and then you don't really need to like buy the entire all the copies of that card. So watch out for the current value of the quantities that you're buying. And then last thing would be graded cards. I don't really buy graded cards because I don't really sell on I don't think Tcgplayer accepts graded cards yet, but I usually just stay away, and I don't, let's just say a graded, I don't know, this is like a random card, like a Pokemon card, this is like $1, and then a graded PSA 10 or something is like $20 or something like that. I don't buy those. So that's one reason like the percent will go even lower, because they don't really track graded cards yet. And then another note, like last note in buying collections, is you don't have to buy every card. Like, let's say they gave you a list, right? And then there's like the pricing. You don't have to buy the entire list. Let's just say, oh, this is my pricing for this because of these reasons. If they don't agree with the price, then you don't have to buy it, and that's it. You don't have to buy every single card, and if they say that, well, if you're not gonna buy these, and these, then I won't sell. Well, then that's where you like just back off and just thank you for your time, because there's gonna be more collections coming to you. You don't need to buy the cards. But yeah, so other than that, if you guys have any more questions when buying collections, just let me know in the comments. All right, and that is it. I hope these practices and pricing guidelines helps you answers some of your questions when you're buying a collections for your store. And if you made this far in the video, put a hashtag Darkrai. I mean, it's a random Pokemon card in front of me, so hashtag Darkrai. And if you need any singles, check out my Tcgplayer Anger collections. And with that, have a good day. Peace. No matter what it is, do not buy foreign cards.